Hello, everyone. Very good evening. Now, for those of you who have been following the weekly Metta sessions, are you able to experience the feeling of Metta? What is the feeling like? Now, Bhante Mahinda, who is a major proponent of Metta meditation internationally, he says that when you feel more relaxed and the feeling of the well-being of joy and happiness inside, that is pretty much connected with Metta. So when you learn how to connect with Metta, your mind becomes quieter, it becomes more settled, and you start to feel a sense of calm and peace. As you develop in your practice, you begin to view yourself and the people around you with more sense of love, compassion, calm, and peace. Bhante Mahinda says that when this calmness and peace arise in your heart, this means that you are beginning to connect with Metta in your heart. And this comes with a sense of sincerity, yourself linking up with Metta. And you're beginning to feel the Metta being internalized. You begin to feel that the quality of your heart is developing as you feel uplifted when you say, may you be well and happy. You will also begin to realize that you tend to be kinder and more forgiving to yourself as well as to others. It is important to be forgiving to yourselves because sometimes people are very strict with themselves. They could give leeway to other people, but they would not give leeway to themselves. And they criticize themselves internally. So when you begin to practice Metta, you become kinder to yourself as well. And when you're more self-accepting, you find yourself becoming more peaceful. Even for people whom you used to be critical of, after practicing Metta, you become kinder to them. And the Metta will be reflected in your speech and your thoughts. And when you interact with others, they will also feel your calmness and upliftment. So isn't that wonderful? Now, if you were to practice Metta for 15 minutes, you develop loving kindness at the mental level. Then this development of Metta will begin to seep into your emotions and your feelings for others. And you will begin to feel that you are transformed by Metta. But really, Metta goes beyond verbalization. You need to spend more time with the practice, not just with sitting meditation, but also in your daily life. Like even when you're sleeping, the last thoughts in your mind could be wishing yourself Metta. You could say, may I be well, may I be happy. And that could be the last thoughts that you have before you fall asleep, and maybe the first thought that you have when you wake up. And you can also be thinking about Metta when you do routine things like going to your toilet, cleaning up yourself and all that. You fill yourself with the thoughts of Metta. And at any time when you remember to practice Metta, you could actually say Metta in your mind. You don't actually need to be sitting on a cushion to do Metta. And when you begin to do that, when you begin to infuse Metta in your daily life, the effect could actually be quite profound. You could actually see changes in your face, in your thoughts, in your emotions. When you practice Metta, you apply Metta in everything that you do. So in the case of people who practice mindfulness meditation, for instance, those who are watching the breath meditation, they're asked to be mindful of every activity that they do. So the mindfulness should be accompanying every activity. In the case of practicing Metta, you maintain loving thoughts when you eat. It's like biting and chewing, taking a bath, taking a walk, and you radiate Metta to every being that you come across. Maybe you're waiting in the lift, waiting for the lift to come to the floor. You could be practicing Metta. Or a very good example is the traffic light. And there is no reason for you to get upset with the traffic light when it turns red. Red means, well, it's time for you to practice Metta. Yeah. Or when you have just called for the Grab driver, and while waiting for the Grab driver, you could be practicing Metta as well. You can practice metta when you're lining up, maybe outside the supermarket, about to make your payment at a counter, at your bank or the post office. You see, there are many opportunities to practice metta. Very often when we stand in line, our mind is somewhere else, right? And if we are late, we get irritated. When the line is moving slowly, we get irritated. And so sometimes we look at other people and we have thoughts and imaginations about them. But however, when you begin to turn your thoughts to loving kindness, even for a split second, you will find that it is actually refreshing and beneficial. There is a quotation from the Dhammapada. Dhammapada contains the quotations from the Buddha. It says that, let no person think lightly of good, saying in his heart, it will not come to me. Even by the falling drops of water is a water pot filled. So the wise person becomes full of good, even if he gathers it little by little. So when you do metta, little by little, you begin to accumulate metta. Now, I have just actually returned from a meditation retreat in Perth at Jhana Grove. And so that gives me a lot of opportunity to be practicing metta. So I'll be using metta together with the breath meditation. I find it's very helpful. Sometimes I begin by doing the body scan, sending metta to different parts of the body. That makes the body really relax and tuning my mind for the mindfulness meditation. And if I were to watch my breath, and as the mindfulness becomes finer and finer, if I were to switch to metta, there will be the arising of joy and happiness in the heart. So the two methods are really complementary. And so I always need to remind myself, even when I'm not in a meditation hall, just to be practicing metta in the mind. All right, so you're practicing metta all the time. Almost, if you can, during all your waking hours, if you can. If not, when you remember, you practice metta, and that way you accumulate metta, and metta gains momentum. As I was sitting in meditation, when I say, may my heart be peaceful and free, may my mind be happy, wow, those words are so powerful, because we use them in our meditation, but when you go in a formal meditation, when your mind has become fine, and when you repeat those words, the words seem to have tremendous power, in uplifting the mind. Okay, so even if you don't have time to sit down for metta meditation, you should try to apply metta by keeping tab on all things, and that itself is beneficial. Maybe you like to keep a log of yourselves. How many times in a day are your thoughts centered on metta, and for how long? Moments like this can add up, and it can be something quite substantial. I read about a man who jotted down his thoughts that later on grew into the book. And when did this happen? His wife is always late. So while waiting for the wife, he jotted down his thoughts in a notebook. And eventually, this grew into a book that he published. So these little moments that we can have while waiting for someone else could actually be used to practice metta. Yeah, and these days we tend to get very distracted by our handphone, maybe the WhatsApp, maybe to YouTube. So when you're waiting for a friend, you're waiting for someone else, maybe you're not too concerned because you have your handphone to entertain yourself. But unfortunately, when your handphone is on, it takes away the time that you could have actually used for your metta practice. Okay, so we develop a good mental habit of turning the mind to metta. And when you do that, and when you sit down in meditation, you find that it's much easier for you to get into metta. So no matter what situation you encounter, let loving kindness be there to guide your actions and thoughts. And also let loving kindness guide and protect you from negative thoughts. You have more negative thoughts than you think. So thoughts of anger and frustration that things are not happening the way they should, thoughts of frustration and dreams that sometimes frustration, anger, whether expressed or not expressed. Now, I just think about the dreams that you have, the dreams that you recall when you wake up. How often are these dreams connected with anger or frustration? When you're sleeping, this feeling of anger and frustration arises within you, and they're connected to your dreams. So you could actually see that inside the mind, there's so much anger that's being buried beneath the surface. And so this is the anger that you need to soften. And when you turn your mind to loving kindness, when you turn your mind to love, to compassion, rather than anger and frustration, that is how you soften your mind. So if you use loving kindness to overcome an unpleasant situation, things will generally get better. You make better decisions. You act more harmoniously when acting with a clear and unclouded mind. If you're talking to an angry person, it is so easy to react to his anger because he's angry, and so you react with anger, right? So you feel the tightening of your forehead, the pressure in your heart, the heat in the body, and so on. So your body is actually a good barometer of your emotions. So instead of reacting, you should actually take note that he's angry, and you radiate loving kindness to him and see what happens. Now, Ajahn Brahm has told a story about how he had a member of the Buddhist Society in Australia. This lady was living in Sydney, and she had to fly to London for an important meeting with a boss in order to that will culminate in a kind of contract. Supposed to meet up with the boss and get him to sign a contract. But this boss has a terrible reputation among his co-workers and clients. He's very hot-tempered, okay? And so his secretary knows best. Every day he seems to be hot-tempered, and some morning he's going to be worse. So she flew in all the way to Sydney to London, and when she arrived, she was really tired all the way. She probably has a transit in KLIA, I don't know, or Singapore. So she arrived early in the office, and that she was ahead of time. It was not the time for the meeting. So she just asked the secretary, how the boss was. And they said, oh, he's in a very nasty mood this morning. This is a very bad morning to meet him. So she just asked for a place where she could sit down and just rest herself. And she turned her mind to Metta. She was doing like Metta meditation. Yeah. So she was doing this for a few minutes. And the nasty boss stomped out of his room, went into the meeting room, and saw this lady sitting down doing meditation. Very peaceful. And when he looked at her, and when she opened her eyes, straight away she remarked that she's got such beautiful blue eyes. And the blue eyes was just like her baby boy. And she said, wow, you got such beautiful blue eyes like my baby boy. And that completely changed the boss on the spot. And after that, when the meeting was over, when she came out of the room, smiling and beaming, and everybody was asking, how did the meeting go? They said, well, the boss signed a contract, and that they have been working on for many months. So here you could see the power of loving kindness, how the loving kindness completely changed the thoughts and emotions of the boss. And she managed to get the contract signed. You can soften your thoughts and face with loving kindness. Do you notice the tension in your eyes and face when you get stressed up? And sometimes we carry the stress with us all the time. Yeah. So when you practice loving kindness, your face itself will get relaxed. You feel less tense. And maybe your friends will remark, oh, how much better and younger you look. Yeah. So that is the power of Metta. All right. And in fact, one of the benefits of Metta, according to the Buddha, is in fact, it helps to improve your complexion. You look good when you practice Metta. So, so that could be some incentive for you to practice Metta. All right, so now we will proceed on with our loving kindness instructions and meditation. Obviously, when you meet up with many teachers, they come up with different techniques of practicing Metta, but it's always based on the same principle. In our case, what we do is we say phrases of loving kindness in order to bring up the feeling of metta in our hearts. The words are not it. The words is just pointing towards the direction. They're just to, as a catalyst to bring up the feeling of love and kindness. And but of course, we need to be able also to prepare our mind to practice metta. First, you need to free yourself from all forms of hostility, because sometimes we carry negative emotions with us, like anger, enmity, hatred, grudges. Coming back from work and you don't feel satisfied with what is happening in the office, so that's not easy for you to sit down to practice metta. So the very first thing, you need to put your anger aside, to create some kind of solitude in your mind. Just like you need solitude to practice, you need to have a suitable corner where you can sit down and meditate, right? So in the same manner, you create a solitude within your mind, so that you don't have that anger, that hatred, that enmity clouding your mind. You just put that aside. All right. If there are certain things that you need to address, yeah, you can address that, but only after your metta meditation. Or just make a note of that. After your metta meditation, you will address it. But when you're seated for metta meditation, don't have any thoughts of anger. Even the subtle anger, you even feel remorse over something you have said or done, that could actually hinder your practice. So you need to have emotional happiness. A second thing is to be free from fear, worries, and anxiety. So if there are certain things that you think is going to happen, and like you're waiting for something to happen and you sit down to do metta, it's not so easy to get into metta, because your mind is worried, it's filled with fear, worries, and anxiety. So again, you must let go of that fear, worries, put that aside, like putting down a baggage or some kind of burden that you carry along with you. And that creates mental happiness. And of course, physically, you need to sit in a fairly comfortable position. That is why you need to look at yourself, whether your body is relaxed. So the physical scanning that we do when we do metta meditation helps actually in the relaxation of the body. So you're free from physical discomfort. Also, especially if you're free from sickness and ill health, which is a blessing. Good health is a blessing. So we need to have that. That is physical happiness. So with these three things, having emotional happiness, mental happiness, and physical happiness, you set the condition to practice metta. And our formula is this. First, we send loving kindness to ourselves. They say, may my heart be peaceful and free. And second wish is about your mind. May my mind be happy. The third wish is your body. May my body be healthy. And the final wish, may I be well and happy. So 4 wishes. And these are the same 4 wishes that you make when you send loving kindness to other people. You make wishes of loving kindness to them. You make of these 4 wishes. These 4 wishes are a very useful formula that really has gained inspiration from a sutra taught by the Buddha. But actually, if you do not want to say so many phrases, that's also okay. Because these are, after all, a catalyst for the arising of love and kindness in your heart. So you could actually say, may my heart be peaceful and free, may my heart be peaceful and free, and that's okay. Or you can say, may I be well, may I be happy. That is also okay. All right, so take it easy. All right? So these are the wishes you make for yourself. You use the same wishes to make for others. And it provides you the condition to make metta as a mental habit. Okay, so we will begin with our metta meditation. Sit in a comfortable position, in a relaxed posture. I'll ring the bell and we get started. First, we watch the breath, then we do the scanning of the body and the practice of the inner smile. And then we return back to the breath again before proceeding to making the wishes for loving kindness. Just sit in a relaxed posture, making sure that whatever tension there are in your body, you just let go and relax. And balance the head on the neck, It is as if your ears are just above the shoulders. And we begin by taking some deep breath. And as you take some deep breath, you have a feeling of relaxation. Have a sense of contentment. There is really nothing that you require right now except to dedicate yourself to the practice of loving kindness. Now we will start the practice of the inner smile by doing the physical scanning of the body and smiling inside us. As you know, a smile is associated with peace, with happiness, with friendliness and relaxation. Now let us begin with the crown. Okay, so just put your mindfulness on the crown. Can you feel some sensations on the top of your head? Try to feel some sensations there. Maybe at the root of your hair. And put a smile there. You could say, may I be well and happy. Smile at your crown, relaxing your crown. Now just pay attention to your forehead. Can you feel your forehead? Putting a smile on your forehead. Blessing your forehead with love and kindness. Now just be aware of your the space between your eyebrows. Put a smile there and relaxing yourself. Love and kindness. And now just be aware of your face. Putting smiles on your face. And now down to your neck. Relaxing your neck. Blessing your neck with love and kindness. Now at the base of your neck is your thyroid gland. Bless your thyroid gland with love and kindness. May your thyroid gland function well and provide you good health. Now moving on into the chest area. This is where your heart and lungs are. And just put a smile on the upper part of your chest. Is it smiling there? Is your heart and lungs smiling? Making wishes of love and kindness in your heart and lungs. Opening up your heart, relaxing your heart, and let love flow out from your heart. Also feel the lungs breathe in easily and have gratitude to your heart and lungs for keeping you alive from day to day, from moment to moment. And moving down from your chest, just below the breastbone will be the solar plexus. Just relaxing at the solar plexus area. This is the nerve center that really gets tense up when you experience negative emotions. Put a smile around your solar plexus area. Love and kindness. Now be aware of the right side of your body. And the right side of your body will be where your liver is. Just below your rib cage, the right side of your body. of your chest area. Put a smile there, blessing your liver and that part of the body with love and kindness. Now moving to your back. So the lower back, that is where your kidneys are, just below your rib cage and on both sides of the spine. Direct your smile to your kidneys. May the kidneys be healthy, be filled with love and kindness. The kidneys are our filters for the blood and also remove waste. Now to the left side of your body, the left lower, to the left lower rib cage is your spleen and your pancreas. So on the left side of your body, send your smile there, love and kindness. And now to your stomach and intestines. This is part of your digestive system, and they work with other organs to help you absorb nutrition from your food. Bless your stomach with love and kindness, with a smile. And blessing your intestines. Now your urinary tract, your urinary system, your bladder, put the smiling energy there. And for the males, to the prostate glands, and the females, to the ovaries and uterus. So after sending loving kindness, thoughts of smiles and thoughts of loving kindness to different parts of our body, now let us make the 4 wishes of loving kindness first to ourselves. When you make these wishes, embrace yourself with love and kindness. Whisper to yourself the wishes, and you feel the loving wishes within. So the wishes that you make is, may my heart be peaceful and free. The second wish is, may my mind be happy. The third wish, may my body be healthy. And the fourth wish, may I be well and happy. So let us start having a feeling of relaxation within ourselves. We make a wish, may my heart be peaceful and free. May my heart be peaceful and free. Smile inside your heart. May my heart be peaceful and free. Be trouble-free, happy, a peaceful heart. Now let us make a wish. May my mind be happy. May my mind be happy. This is about being contented and feeling completeness. You're feeling complete. No more running after something. Not having a sense of deprivation. May my mind be happy. And now wishes for your body. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. May I be well and happy. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. Now let us return to our breath again. Just watching the breath. As the breath goes in and out, just be aware of the breath going in and out. And if you want, you can count from 1 to 10. Breathe in and out, that's 1. Breathe in and out, that's 2. Up to number 10. And upon reaching number 10, you return back to number 1. Okay? So now let us go back to our breath and just watch the breath. Sometimes when you do loving kindness meditation, there might be sometimes when you feel sleepy. This is only because your mind becomes so peaceful and you become calm, and so calm that it's quite easy for the mind to slip into sleepiness. If you find your mind getting sleepy, then you need to pull yourself up again and continue with the wishes. All right, so do not let the mind relax too much. You need to apply some energy by making these wishes. Now let us make these wishes first to different categories of people. The first is first group of the people who, from whom we derive a lot of benefit. And they include our parents, our grandparents, our teachers, our mentors. So just have in mind these people who have benefited you, how your life has changed because of them, how much sacrifice they've given out of kindness and out of concern for your well-being. And then so you're expressing gratitude from your heart. And if you're making wishes to your mother, you're just saying that your mother is seated in front of you. She's smiling, she's in a happy mood. And you speak to her, you say, Mother, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. Yeah. And in the same manner, you think about the kindness and the sacrifice that your father had made to bring you up to where you are right now. Thanking your father by saying, Father, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. So just making these wishes. Or you could just wish, may you, wherever you are, be well and happy. And you can make the same wishes to your grandparents, especially if you have the good fortune of having your grandparents alive when you're young, so you can bless, thanking your grandparents and sending the wishes of loving kindness to your teachers. We derive knowledge, a lot of knowledge from our teachers, and especially the teachers who teach us Dhamma. So our gratitude to them as we send thoughts of loving kindness. So you can also send loving kindness to your mentors. All right. So let us now, just in our minds and our wishes of loving kindness to this first group of people from whom we derived a lot of benefit. Now we send loving kindness to our immediate family members. So you send your loving kindness to your spouse, your children, your grandchildren. If you don't have an immediate family of your own, you can think about your siblings, brothers and sisters. And if they have children, send loving kindness to your nephews and nieces. Okay? So just making use of the 4 wishes, if you can remember them. Otherwise, just stick to 1 wish and sending them the wishes of loving kindness to your immediate family members. Think about them, bring them to your mind, and make the wishes of loving kindness. Open up your heart and send loving thoughts, love and kindness to them. And now let's send thoughts of loving kindness to beings around the world. Just imagine that the beings around the world, the beings are gathered around you, and they have all assumed a human form. So you have beings in every direction, and making wishes in different directions now. All the beings in the forward direction, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. Sending your loving kindness to all beings, near and far. Beings in the rightward direction. Beings in the backward direction. Beings in the leftward direction. Beings in the downward direction. And beings in the upward direction. Sending your loving kindness to beings all around the world. And let us invoke on the blessings of the Triple Chant, so that they might be blessed by the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba sanganubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Let us now share merits. First, focusing your attention inside, and so as you observe peace and quietness, in the calmness of your mind, send out wholesome thoughts and share your merits with the devas, your guardian deities and protectors. May they continue to give blessings to you, to your family members, as well as the donors, supporters, and members of BJF, as well as to other Buddhist organizations. etavatacha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabideva sabisata sabibhuta anumodantu sabasampati siddhya. Now we share the merits to our departed relatives and friends. May this merits have to bring them relief and happiness wherever they are. Idang me nyatinang hotu sokita hontu nyatayu. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayu. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Let us now make some aspirations. By the grace of these merits, may we not follow the way of the foolish. May we be blessed with wise friends and skillful teachers. May we always remain on the path of Dhamma wherever we are, and may we one day achieve the highest place on Nibbana. Emena, Onya Kamena, Mame Bala Samagamo, Satan Samagamo Hotu, Yava Nibbana Patiya. Now let us give thanks for all the blessings received. To the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, O Buddha, my spiritual master and refuge, thank you for the blessings, guidance, and protection. The Dhamma, holy saints and spiritual teachers, Bodhisattvas, Dhamma protectors and devas, thank you for the blessings, guidance, and protection. May the Buddha be at my head, the Dhamma in my heart, and the Sangha by my side to guide and protect me always. May suffering ones be suffering free and the fear-struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief and may all beings find relief. May all beings share in these merits that we have accumulated. May these merits have to bring them good health, happiness, and peace. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty power to share in these merits of ours, and may they long protect the Buddha Sasana. Let us say sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.